Hello everyone, welcome to my channel or welcome back. I'm here to do everything I melted this week, so my empties and my unempties. Yeah, not much to say. I've got my new tubs for samples and things here behind me. It's distracting me because I haven't closed them. So, and I haven't peeled the labels off. But anyway, doesn't matter, no matter. Let's get stuck into what I melted this week. So, I'll start with the scoop that I finished. So this is the first scoop that I finished from Scoopable Tart Wax. So this is Berry Lovely Bread. This is Wild Berry Lemon Cookie, Baked Zucchini Bread, Blackberry Jam Cookie, and Marshmallow Smoothie. Love this scent. It's just such a lovely blend. It's berries, and it's one of the few scents, I think, like berry scents with lemon that I really enjoy. Often the lemon is either really overpowering or it has a sour tone, or I just don't like it. But this, it's blended so nicely in there that it doesn't overtake, but it just enhances the blend. And then nice sweet creamy bakery elements, like I just love it. The throw is medium, I think, is what I've sort of settled on with this one. I still wish it threw better. When I had this scent from Rose Girls, it was light, so I'm still happy that at least the scoopable version does throw. I can smell it, but it's still just not a strong scent. But still, I love it, and I do have another scoop of it. So I finished this shot cup in Super Tarts Palo Santo, Birch, and Pink Sugar. I love, love, love this one. It's incredible. I have 2 more clamshells of it, I think, possibly even 3. It's just, I've been really enjoying tree scents, some tree scents, not all, but some tree scents with pink sugar, and this one is just one of the best ones. The birch is amazing. It's kind of that silver birch scent, not the vanilla birch. They're quite different. The woody palo in here is beautiful, and the pink sugar just smells amazing with it. So love, love, love this. Always throws well. Like I said, I repurchased multiple clams of it. I finished this clamshell of All Hands on Deck from Super Tarts. So Ocean Sea Spray, Sea Moss, Sandalwood, and Ozone. I really love this one too. It is such a good... It is like a cologne-like oceanic scent, but I smell a citrus to it. I don't know why. This one smells quite similar to Perfect Storm from Teddy Bees. Not similar, but I feel like it's the same family. And there's other kind of polished, almost amber-like, citrusy, oceanic, deep oceanic scents. And this is in that exact same family. It always throws super strongly. Definitely would repurchase. I just love scents like this so much. Alright, now bags. So empties. I thought I had more empties than this week, but anyway. A few samples at least. So I did this sample, which arrived recently. This is Empire Alchemy Camping at the Beach and Strawberries. Camping at the Beach is, I can't remember the notes, but I think it's kind of like a smoky, s'moresy, tree-like kind of scent. I'm probably way off. I know I enjoy it. This was really good. The strawberry is very strong, and it is a good strawberry. Like, I don't think I've melted Empire Alchemy strawberry before, and I'm always very nervous about vendor strawberry oils, but this smelled good. Like, this was super, super strawberry-like, but there was like a fresh seaside kind of air, not super salty. And yeah, maybe some sweet, I think there is a vanilla crumb donut in it, possibly. So maybe like some sweet bakery and marshmallow nuts. I don't know, but I really enjoyed it. It was quite strong in here. I would get this one again. I very much like that one. Vintage Chic Scents Al Capone. So this is juicy strawberry and mango infused ginger ale. It was good. I do very much enjoy the ginger ale blends from Vintage Chic Scents, and mango infused ginger ale in particular. There's a few blends out there with it. They're all good. I feel like the mango ginger ale is what kind of takes over, because I didn't get much strawberry from it, and it did smell very similar to other mango infused ginger ale scents that I've had from VCS. So yeah, it's a great ginger ale scent, but as a blend, like, yeah, wasn't that different to other blends with those oils in them. Throw was pretty strong. Her ginger ales are usually pretty strong. I don't know if this one is a repurchase, but I did enjoy it. Finally finished this one, Teddy Bear's Surfside Sweet Shop. So this is birthday cake, marshmallow cream, butter cookies, cake batter, and beach nights. I feel like I am the only person in the world that doesn't love this one. Everybody raves about this scent, and I really struggled to get through this bag. I bought it, I'm pretty sure, before I fell out of love with beach nights, although this may have been the scent that I started to realise that I was no longer a huge fan of it, because when I first started getting Teddy Bear's wax, I did really like the beach nights scent. So this one, for starters, it's just too beach nights-ish, like the beach nights comes over really strong. But I hear people describing it as this epic bakery, and I just don't get it. Like, I just get beach nights with maybe a bit of a bit of a plasticky note, because the birthday cake, I think some birthday cake oils are plasticky to me, and while Teddy Bear's birthday cake in other blends I'm fine with, but here I feel like I can smell that plastic, and it could be the marshmallow too, because some marshmallows can smell a bit artificial. So it's just not one I love. I don't hate it, but I don't really get much from it. It also kind of disappears on me. Like, I left the lounge room for a little bit and came back and could definitely smell it quite strongly, so it does throw well, but my nose kind of just tunes it out after a while. So yeah, good throw despite that. But yeah, not a repurchase, this one. Hair everywhere, and I'm like itchy too tonight, so anyway. Excuse Me from Vintage Chic Scents. So this is animal crackers, blackberry jam, butter cookies, gourmet sugar cookies, hint of lemon. I don't love the smell of this. It has a very yeasty scent that I feel like doesn't go with everything else, but this one is so light, could barely tell when it's melting anyway. Yeah, so yeah, barely through, so not something I would get again. Super Tarts Mama's Family. So this one is it just sorry, I keep getting, I was going to say there was mango, but that's the Mango Mama's Family. This is blackberry jam, lemon curd, and Gain Laundry. I remember this one, this was one of the very first scents I actually melted from Super Tarts. I got it in a D-stash forever ago. And the first time I melted it, I enjoyed it. The second time, and then subsequent melts, I didn't love it so much because the laundry kind of was off-putting. But now I think I might be back on Team Mama's Family. I don't know. I melted it in the bedrooms this week and I did really enjoy it. I just like it is predominantly fruity, but with a nice clean vibe. I've been enjoying those kind of laundry scents, like not super overly laundry, but just a bit, but more fruity. And that's really where this kind of fit. So I enjoyed it this time. It throws very strongly. I don't know. Maybe I'll get a clamshell and see how I feel about it, because I just know I have fallen out of love with that one before. But this time I really enjoyed it. I guess I've got a few samples hiding away under there after all. Vampire's Thirst from Elf-Free Waxy Wonders. Don't know what the scent notes are for this. It's a very fruity, like, it's like a syrupy fruity scent, like it's like a concentrate. And I feel like I can smell like maybe blood orange, cherries, like really kind of deep, zingy, but sweet kind of fruits. So I like it. Don't know if I'm in love with it. It almost is like it's almost so syrupy as candy-like, but not quite. It's throwing very well. It's going down in my bedroom at the moment. It's throwing very strongly. Don't think that's one I need to purchase, but it's fine. Up here at the moment, I have Elf-Free Waxy Wonders Fresh Picked Strawberries, Mango Sorbet Lemonade. It's okay. I love Mango Sorbet. I'm not really picking up lemonade much from here. Sorry, my jumper has gotten really itchy on my tummy all of a sudden. But I feel like the Fresh Picked Strawberries comes on really strongly, because this just kind of smells like fake fruity. And I don't mind her Fresh Picked Strawberries in blends, but I feel like in a blend like with the mango, I don't mind her Fresh Picked Strawberries in bakery blends, but I feel like in a blend like this, I want the fruits to smell a bit more realistic, and I don't find fresh picked strawberries generally smells realistic to me. So yeah, it's nice, but it's got kind of a sweet, fake fruity thing going on, which I'm not like crazy about. Throw has been medium to high in here. Could be stronger. Not a blend I need to purchase. In my son's bedroom, I've got Death Parade melting from L3. So this is bourbon strawberry vanilla. I forgot what I was melting in there, and as I was putting him to bed, I was like, oh, this smells pretty good. It has a body care element to it. Like I was thinking this is like a fruity body care scent. I don't know what it is. Something about it just makes it very body care like. But it is a really good strawberry. I have always enjoyed it. It's thrown really well. I have some more of it from Kay, so I don't need to repurchase that from L3, I think. But, you know, it is a good one. And the last empty before I get to the unempties is Starfleet from Super Tart. So this is, I got this in a D-stash. I do still have my own bag of it, but this came with like 4 pieces, and I'm going to finish that off this week. I love Starfleet. It's like jelly donut, zucchini bread, and maybe sugar cookie. I don't know, but it's just the best jelly donut scent ever because it actually smells like jelly donut. Like it's got a really great just mixed kind of bakery thing going on, but you can smell the sweet kind of the jelly part of the jelly donut the whole way through. And I have so much problems. Sorry, I like inhaled something. I have so many issues with jelly donuts, either just not smelling right or not throwing or not lasting. But this one is just perfection. It always goes strongly. It always smells delicious. This one does, the jelly donut scent does need cure time. I don't often recommend like substantial cure time for a scent, but for this one I'd say I need to let it sit for about 3 months before the jelly donut really kind of shines. I don't know why that is, but that's just how I find if I melt it before that sort of 3-month mark, it just smells like bakery. So anyway, love it. Definitely will always be a repurchase. It's one of my favorites. Okay, so that's the empties. Let me move them along so I've got some room for the unempties. Alright, so the first thing I have here is another thing that I got from the D-stash. I got this D-stash in Australia. It was very exciting. Southbound sugar cookie zucchini birthday. So it's sweet sugar cookie dough, fresh zucchini bread, and birthday cake. I'm going to do a sniff of this to remind myself because, yeah, so I wasn't sure how I'd feel about this one because sugar cookie dough is often a bit of a miss for me. This smells really different on warm to how it smells on cold, but I can't quite remember what it was. Very, very sweet. It was actually really good. I actually did enjoy it, but I remember going past the rooms, I think it was the bedrooms, and I was like, what is melting? Because I just couldn't place in my head what it would be. And it was quite sweet and zucchini. It was like kind of like a very strongly iced zucchini bread, I think. So yeah, it was different to what I was expecting, particularly when I smell it cold. It doesn't really smell like that, but I don't know. I liked it. It threw quite strongly. I don't know if it's a repurchase, but yeah, it was interesting. It was good. Super Tarts Blueberry Hill and Winchester. So that is blueberry muffin, vanilla bean, sandalwood, 4 leaves, black raspberry pie, salt, watermelon taffy. This one smells so good on cold, and it did smell good warmed up as well. But the throw was medium at best. So maybe it needs to sit a little bit longer because this one came not in the most recent forwarder box, but the one before. I have it marked as sort of August, which, look, it's October now. It should be good, so I don't know. But, yeah, the throw, I could definitely smell something melting, but I couldn't get much nuance from it. It just kind of smelled a bit fruity. But seriously, on warm, this just smells fruity, but you get the earthiness from the sandalwood and the 4 leaves. Or not earthy, but just that kind of non-fruity, kind of outdoorsy tone. And the rather than just being a blueberry scent, it's a deeper, richer kind of fruit. It smells so good. I'll try it in here next time in my office and see if that improves it, because loved it. Definitely would do that combo again. I might try. I've had Blueberry Hill. That used to be Grudge. Winchester I have not tried before, so I might order that. And if that throws well, I might blend the two together because I do have more of that Blueberry Hill / Grudge scent. So maybe that will do better. Who knows? Super Tarts Oklahoma, so blueberry and biscuits. I love this one. This one has no problems with this throw. This one absolutely, like, I put it in my lounge room and it blasted out like all directions. It is so incredibly strong, and it is just one of the most delicious blueberry bakery scents I've ever tried. The blueberry even smells different to typical blueberry vendor wax, and I don't know why, because I assume it's just the same blueberry oil that she always uses, but something about this one just smells amazing. I don't know what it is, but I just can't get enough of this one. So like I said, incredibly strong throw, definitely will repurchase. I think I have one more clamshell, hopefully, after this one. Super Tarts Alley. So this is Ginger Ale Satsuma Boysenberry. I really enjoy this one. I used to not love boysenberry scents. It's still not my favourite berry scent, but this blend is really good. You get the fizzy ginger ale. It's not overly citrusy, but I feel like it just balances out the boysenberry quite nicely. So yeah, I love this one. Always throws really strongly. Definitely will get this one again. It's a great one for summer. Super Tarts Tormund. So this is Buttercream Harvest-Ale Plum Ginger Ale. This is one of the first scents I absolutely fell in love with from Super Tarts. I still really love it. Not as crazy obsessed with it as I used to be, but it's still amazing. It's still super unique. Like, you definitely can smell the ginger ale, but there's creaminess from the buttercream. The Harvest Ale is a really unique oil. I've talked about it a lot before. Like, no other vendor has it. It's like cider, but very different. The plum, I don't know. I think it just adds a slight fruity depth to it. I don't normally love her plum oil, but this blend is great. Great throw for this one. It will always be a repurchase. I'm definitely not melting it very much anymore the way I used to, but I still will always love that one. Don't know what it's called anymore. It's definitely not Tormund now, but I don't know what it is. Scoopable Tart Wax Cream Soda Malt. So this one is cream soda, Stroop Waffle and McFlurry type. I really, really like this one. I got this one and her caramel Coke float. Or is it caramel cherry Coke float or is it caramel Coke float? Anyway, I didn't love that other one, the caramel Coke float one. That one has a weird chemically tone to me. This one I love. It's a really unique, sweet scent. I can smell all those things. It's not like, I mean, yes, there's... It has an ice cream creaminess to it, I guess from McFlurry. And weirdly, because you'd think like a McFlurry would kind of smell like that sort of artificially not great vanilla ice cream. This smells much better than most vendor wax vanilla ice cream. So it's just really interesting, and it's sweet and it throws really well, and I just really enjoyed it. It threw pretty well as well, so I think I would get that one again. It's very enjoyable. Teddy Bear's Cozy Cookie Cake. So this is warm iced white cake, beach treats, marshmallow fireside and signature sugar cookie. So I know that I said just before that I really am not a big fan of Surfside Sweet Shop. And in many ways, this one is definitely related. Definitely same family. But I enjoy this one and I don't enjoy Surfside Sweet Shop that much. So I think the two factors in it, so one, it's a different bakery blend. The warm iced white cake and the signature sugar cookie, I think they just must be oils that smell better to me than the birthday cake situation going on in Surfside Sweet Shop. But the thing that makes this one really pleasant for me, so A, the beach treats is dialed down. It's definitely back. It's far more background here than Surfside Sweet Shop. But the marshmallow fireside, so the slight sweet smokiness with those bakery scents and the little bit of beach treats, really enjoy that. So this blend I really do like. I actually did change it out this time, and not because I didn't like it, but, and this is something that Teddy Bees does do more than other vendor blends. It was very just specific to to that day, I was melting it in here in my office because I wanted to be melting it. I was working in here, but I did a bit of a cleanup. So my office, I'm not going to show it around because I still haven't quite finished, but basically I've got my work desk over here. I've got some stuff in my nail polish, my Helmers here. If you're a nail polish fan, you may know about the IKEA Helmers. I don't really buy nail polish that much anymore, but I still have from like over 10 years ago when I used to collect it. I still have a lot. And then I have my wax storage here, and then over that side of the room and there, I have kind of turned it into like my wardrobe because our bedroom just didn't seem big enough to, so I use there's like not a walk-in wardrobe, but there's a wardrobe here, and I've got a bit of extra clothes storage and stuff. So there's a bit going on in this room, and it got a little bit out of control just because I bought some new furniture and stuff, and just everything needed to be unpacked. And anyway, so I was working, but I was spending a fair bit of time sitting on the ground, sorting things out. And this is a very long story, but it has a point, I swear. Teddy beeswax, I find, and I feel like it's got to do something. It's got, heat rises and stuff like that. Teddy beeswax, I can smell really strongly above the warmer across the room. But if you're below the warmer or level with the warmer even, some scents don't do very well. And so I was in the room, and if I stood up, I could smell it really well. But when I was sitting down there and I was working, I couldn't smell a thing. So I ended up changing it. I think I put on that Empire Alchemy sample, the strawberry camping at the beach one, and that one did really well, and it filled the whole room. So I do not understand the difference between certain vendors' wax and why some do this heat rising thing and others don't. Teddy Bees does it. Vintage Chic Scents is one that does it. Anyway, it's weird, but maybe it makes sense. But anyway, it's just a thing. So still love this scent, but it just was the wrong pick for what I was doing that day. Very long story, I apologise for that. So strawberry cheesecake from Vintage Chic Scents. This is really, really nice. I liked it. I've liked it a lot more than I thought I would. I don't know if I get a really strong cheesecake note, but it is just a nice creamy strawberry scent. There is a bit of tartness to it as well. I don't know exactly what it smells like, but it doesn't smell like a weird strawberry candy or anything like that. It just smells like a nice sort of creamy but slightly tart strawberry. So enjoy that. It throws medium to high. It's possibly something I would get again. Teddy Bees Spring Jubilee. So this is peaches, apples, berries, and clean cotton sheets. So it's so weird because it's actually quite cold. It's been quite cold and rainy for a lot of this week, but at the start of the week it was really nice and warm. So I melted this one. This one has taken me by surprise in that I enjoy it a lot more than I thought I would. It is a really nice fruity mix, but sometimes the laundry cotton sheets element of it gives me a bit of a headache. It does smell a bit like a fruity fabric softener, which it's nice, but it is that kind of fruity scent that doesn't smell authentic, if that makes sense. So I do enjoy it, but yeah, it can irritate me a little bit sometimes. It is a very strong throwing scent. This one, I think it came to me in a D-stash. I don't think it's something I would need to purchase again, but I enjoy it. It's nice. Teddy Bees Winter Farmhouse. So this is sugarcane, rosemary, blue spruce, teakwood, sweet mint, palo santo, light florals. Love this blend. This is my second loaf that I'm working through. It's super unique. It's got quite a bit of sweetness, I think, from the blue spruce and the sweet mint and the sugarcane. But then it's really well blended with the palo and some herbal elements and just a really unique blend. I was melting this yesterday in my lounge room and always throws really well. It's just one of those scents I just always love. So forever a repurchase for me, that one. L3 Seaside Siren. So this is Seaside Serenity Vanilla Lace and Salty Siren. I'm just trying to think if I can actually remember this one melting. I think I did it in my bedroom. I don't know. I feel like I can't comment on it. Because I just don't know if I was paying close enough attention. because I'm not sure if I'm going to love this one or not. The Seaside Serenity and the Salty Siren together are just oils that, again, aggravate the headache a little bit. The Vanilla Lace could tone it down, but I just don't know, and I can't remember. I'm sorry. So I'll have to comment on that one next time. Super Tarts Blackberry Jam Butter Cookies and Oh Fudge. So this one is Hot Orange Danish Flaky Pie Crust, Sweet Cream, Cinnamon, Blackberries, and Butter Cookies. I really quite enjoy this one. I prefer Oh Fudge on its own, or it's really good blended with her Lucky Lemon scent, which is like lemon curd magically delicious. It just goes better with lemon. The orange and lemon goes better together than putting blackberry jam and orange together. It's nice, and the Oh Fudge still smells really good in there, and the blackberry jam is butter cookies is fine, but it's just not the best combo out there for this. It does throw well, but it's not something I need to get again. And yeah, I have 3 pieces, so I'll be able to finish that one soon. I am going to definitely be working on trying to finish some stuff up. Just some drawers getting a bit out of control at the moment. Super Tarts Arrow. So this is Black Pepper Moss, Silver Birch, Peppermint and Rain. I love Arrow so much. It is incredibly strong. Like, that's part of the reason this bag is just... I mean, I've had it since March, so... I mean, I've been melting it a bit, but, like, these pieces I'm cutting down, like, because it just throws so incredibly strongly off so little. It was, like, blasting out of the bedrooms, like, just incredible. To me, it definitely has quite a peppermint kick to it, but I'm also very sensitive to peppermint, so, and don't love it, so it's at a level I can still enjoy, although I do just really enjoy her. Her peppermint oils are just, they don't aggravate me the way others do. Her rain oil is fabulous. It's definitely in here, but this is much more about kind of the pepper and the moss and the birch and the peppermint. Like, the rain is not the star in this one, but still love it. Like I said, incredibly strong. Just one of my all-time favourite scents. Forever will be a repurchase for me. Moonlight Serenade from L3. So this is Pink Sugar, Sweet Lavender, Strawberry Fluff and Smoothies. Strawberry Fluff Smoothies. This was really good. I had this in the bedroom. This was another one that came in this D-stash that I bought from. And I just really enjoyed it. I really liked L3's Sweet Lavender. It's just, that's me moving in my chair. It's just good. Like, it has a herbal lean to it, but it's not like a fully herbal lavender. It's just a really good lavender for me. As someone who's not like a huge lavender fan, so I don't know, maybe the big lavender lovers don't love this one, but I do. And then there's just, because I really love Sweet Dreams, which is like a cotton candy, frosting lavender type blend. This one seems similar, like, but it is different. But I don't know, just the pink sugar is really nice in it. It's sweet. It's lavender-like. I just like blends like that. It's hard to describe. It's probably not that different to Sweet Dreams, but it is. So yeah, threw really strongly. Really, really liked it. Probably would get it again. I enjoy blends like that. You Just Gotta Keep Living Man from Vintage Chic Scents. So this Palo Santo Midnight Pomegranate. Really nice scent, but it just smells to me, I think, like Midnight Pomegranate. I don't think I get the Palo Santo from this. And I like pomegranate. I like Midnight Pomegranate. It's a nice kind of fruity, but scent with a kind of masculine depth to it. But I didn't really pick up any woody tones. It's sort of medium to high pro. I don't think I need to get that one again. God, there's still so much to get through. I'll put that aside until I blended it with some. Oh yeah, here we go. So I did Vintage Chic Scents Dolly and Miley with zucchini bread. So Dolly and Miley is a huckleberry sundae blend, vanilla ice cream, huckleberry syrup, whipped cream, and a dash of cherry. So I probably will still melt this on its own because it does smell good, but I just love huckleberry with zucchini bread so much. I just wanted to do a huckleberry zucchini bread combo, and it was very, very good. This does smell like a really nicely blended scent. Like it is mostly huckleberry, but I feel like the dash of cherry really complements it quite well. So I think I will enjoy that one solo, but still, it was fantastic with zucchini bread. Threw really well. Both of these scents I think are good throwing scents. Unsure if this one's a repurchase at this stage. I will see how it goes on its own. Her zucchini bread is possibly a repurchase on its own. She does have a good one and it does do well for me. Not everything from Vintage Chic Scents does well for me, but that does. Scoopable Tart Wax. This is a chunky bundt cake in Supreme Strawberry Twinkies, which is strawberry jam, whipped cream, and cup of cake. This I really enjoyed this time. The first time I melted it, I wasn't sure, but this time it was really good. I think because it's not using an actual Twinkies oil, I've smelled Twinkies oils from other vendors and didn't love them. Like that artificial, probably smelled pretty legit. Like that artificial, it's not really cake kind of scent is probably perfect for a Twinkie, but I don't like Twinkies in real life and I don't like the oil either. But this one, because it's the cup of cake oil, yeah, I don't know, her strawberry jam's really nice. It has like a nice kind of airy, cakey bakery that's not like overly sweet and not overly artificial. Yeah, it's a nice strawberry bakery scent. What can I say? Threw pretty well in the bedrooms. Possibly a repurchase. Not sure. I enjoyed it this time. Swanky. This is buttery toast and jam, cupcakes at Tiffany's and zucchini bread. So this is another one that I got from this D-stash from someone in Australia who obviously has purchased from the US. There's not many of us around, but so it's very cool when the tiny handful of us that do it happen to D-stash, because I feel like most of the US vendor D-stashes here are mine. So yeah, Swanky is not I used to purchase from Swanky directly. I don't anymore. The only scent that I feel like I was missing, or that I just haven't been able to find a vendor equivalent elsewhere, is the buttery toast and jam scent, which I know is a very popular one. And yeah, like everything else, there's nothing else that I really pine after that I used to buy from Swanky, just that. So when I saw this available, I went, you know what, I'm really wanting to get into that buttery toast and jam again. I'm going to get it. Like waving around an ice cream cone. Yeah, so there's like that. On cold, this smells delicious. I can smell that buttery toast and jam. Someone said that they think that it smells a little bit like blackberry jam butter cookies, and I can kind of see where they're coming from, but I think it's much better than that. Oh, this one, it smells zucchini bread and buttery toast and jam. It smells amazing. Warmed up, however, a lot more of that cupcakes at Tiffany's comes through, and that's what I was hoping that wouldn't happen, because I don't love cupcakes at Tiffany's. So it's still good, but the cupcakes at Tiffany's added a kind of artificial toffee-like sweetness to it, which I just could have done without. So not something I'm like insanely crazy about. It wasn't as good as just the buttery toast and jam that I remember. Still pretty good, and smelling it cold here, I can smell it. It smells freaking amazing. But yeah, warmed up, that cupcakes at Tiffany's just didn't quite gel with me. Threw pretty well. But yeah, I mean, I'm not purchasing from vendor anyway. And this blend is just, yeah, would be better without the cupcakes at Tiffany's. L3 Patchouli Rain Newt Scamander. So this is Patchouli Rain plus Rainforest Sugarcane, Sea Salt, Moss, and Amber. So this is one of the first customs I ever did. I did it in a scoop, loved it, and then did it in this doggy bag. It's so incredibly dewy and fresh and crisp and a little bit sweet, because Rainforest Sugarcane has a sweetness. Like it really has like a rainforesty sweet, like that sugarcane sweetness. But then, I don't know, there's just such a damp, slightly earthiness to it. It's just, I love it so much. It's a great one for freshening up the house, particularly if it's been a bit muggy. It throws really well I mean, that bag, I feel like I don't reach for that because even when I had the scoop, it lasted a very long time. I feel like it's a scent that I really reach for when the house needs to be freshened up, which isn't all the time. It's more kind of like a spring and summer scent. But so I probably don't need to think about repurchasing it for a while, but I would when I'm finished that because I really enjoy it. Teddy Bears Soothe. So this is sweet lavender, cotton and cashmere with green clover and aloe. So this one sat in my de-stash pile for a while. I was going to de-stash it, but then I changed my mind. So sometimes I really enjoy this, sometimes I don't. It depends on how strong the sweet lavender comes through. Because Teddy Bear's sweet lavender I do not like. There's something about it. I don't know what it is. It smells like a kind of lavender body lotion type arrangement that I just can't get on board with. And sometimes when I think about it, I can smell it more and then I don't enjoy it. Admittedly, when I melted it this time, I forgot sweet lavender was in there and I enjoyed it more. It is a really nice, the kind of cottony, fresh green scent. So I like it for that, but when I notice the sweet lavender there, it starts bugging me. So I still don't know how I feel about this blend. Everything else is really good. I just can't handle that sweet lavender. So pretty good though, medium to high. But yeah, probably not a repurchase, but I think I will keep melting through it at least. Oregon Autumn and Seattle Rain from L3. So crisp, clean, fallen leaves and a hint of rain. That's the Oregon Autumn. This was really good. Really, really nice because it takes they're both kind of rain-like scents, but the Oregon Autumn has a real sweetness to it. It's like a very specific type of forest where the trees all just smell dewy and sweet. And then the Seattle Rain is a very oceanic, salty kind of rain scent. So together it's a really nice dynamic and they balance each other out really well. Because Seattle Rain can be too harsh and heavy and can trigger my headaches. Oregon Autumn is, to be honest, pretty perfect for me all the time. But I just thought this was a really good combo with it. It threw really well. I think I will get this one again. I haven't been reaching for it because it just feels a bit... I have so many blends with both of these oils that this one tends to get skipped over. But this is just a really good combo of both of those oils. So I think I will get it again someday. Super Tarts Jackal. So Jackal is blackberry jam, zucchini bread, and I think it's marshmallow as well. Jackal is just one of my absolute all-time top of everything favourite scents. Just every time I melt it, it is incredible. There is no other blackberry jam scent out there in Vendor Waxland or anywhere that smells as good as this, in my humble opinion. I just love it so much. And it's always so strong. This, another bag that I got from this de-stash. I do have more. It's called Spread the Love now. And so I just got a couple of, because I had run out. So I just got a couple of clamshells in. And I possibly have more on order as well. Yeah, maybe, because I just love it so much. I don't ever want to be without this scent. And I want to start blending more with it as well because it blends very nicely. So... love this, super strong throw, always a favourite, always a repurchase. Just amazing, incredible scent for me. In the bedroom at the same time as melting that one, I did the Coal Miner's Daughter from Vintage Chic Scents, which is blueberry cobbler cornbread. And this thing happened where, so Jackal is very strong, and that was in the lounge room. This one is also pretty strong, like it's pretty good for VCS. I will say pretty much all the blueberry scents I've tried from VCS do well. Anyway. So I know I like this one. She seems to have a good cornbread and the blueberry smelled nice. The Jackal kind of wafted into the room as well and blended in with this. Oh my God, that combo together was incredible. I walked into the bedroom and I was like, what am I melting in here? This is like one of the most epic combos ever. And then I realized it was this blended with Jackal. So now that is a combo. So I will probably use this last piece actually blending it with Jackal next time. And I might get, Super Tarts has one as well. It's not blueberry cobbler and cornbread. Beast is cornbread and blueberry. And I think it's pretty similar. So I might just start blending that one with Jackal as well, because just blew my mind how good it was. Great throw. Probably would get this one again. Like I said, Beast is pretty similar, so I might not have to. But yeah, love that scent on its own, but with Jackal, just whoa. L3, my neighbour Totoro. So this is the Great Outdoors with silver birches and white wood. So it's like that silver birch and vetiver scent, which I just love. Oh, it's super good. It's so hard to describe. I can't describe it. I don't know. It's just really, really good. You can see my hair. It was a bit damp when I started this video, and so that's where it gets like all of this. This is what my hair looks like, the layers underneath as they dry, but more and more of it starts just getting uncurly and fluffy. If all of my hair looked like this all of the time, I'd just be happy, but it doesn't. Anyway, and the stuff that I've tied back definitely does not look like that. Anyway, yeah, the white woods just adds a really beautiful freshness to it, but it is really, really good. I always love blends like this. It throws pretty well. I think I would get it again, although it is very similar because there's just a lot of blends that have the oil in them and they all smell kind of similar. So it's not a must-have because I have others, but still very, very good. Working my way through this one. St. Valentine from Teddy Bees. So this is pink sugar Earl Grey tea, balsam fir sweet vanilla cream. This is just incredible, this scent. I'm hoping, so I've got just over a quarter left. I'm hoping that this one comes back in the next pre-order. I feel like it's good timing because I don't know if that next pre-order is going to be like shipping around Valentine's Day. I feel like it was around this time last year that this one was first poured. March. So the pre-order was in January. So it was kind of, the pre-order list was before Valentine's Day. So maybe it'll be that same kind of timing again. It's just incredible. So similar again to that, because I melted at the same time as that Super Tart scent with the Palo Santo Birch and Pink Sugar. I feel like they are related. They are not the same because it's birch versus balsam fir. And this one's got tea in it, and you can smell that tea note. So this one I like more than that Super Tarts one. And I mean, it doesn't have Palo, so they're not the same, but it's just that tree-like pink sugar type scent that I just really enjoy. And don't get me wrong, it's not like super balsamy or anything, but the tree-like note just, oh, it's so good. So I love this one. It's very strong. It always throws really well. It's just a great, fantastic scent, and I definitely need to get more of that one. Super Tarts, graham crackers, cola and buttercream. So I did a few cola scents this week. This one I really need to finish off. All of these scents from, it was like Halloween or just after Halloween a couple of years ago. These kind of spooky shapes. It's fine. It's cola. It's a bit creamy. It's not as good as like any of her other cola blends. But it's still good because her cola oil is good. Enjoyed it, but don't love it. Wouldn't need to repurchase it, but yeah, it's fine. It's just a sort of creamy cola scent. Labelless Sleepless in Seattle. This is now called Caffeine Squared. This is cafe latte, cola, and marshmallow fluff. So another good cola scent of hers. This one, I really enjoy it. It's super unique. Nobody that I know of has a coffee / cola scent out there. It's not one I needed a band bag in. I know that now because while I really enjoy it, it is just a scent that I reach for so irregularly. Like I just don't ever feel like melting it, even though I do enjoy it. It has this amazing, I don't know. Her cola is great. The coffee is not strong, but it is there. It's really good. But yeah, it's just something that I really just don't feel like melting very often. So probably not going to repurchase it after this because God knows how long that bag's going to take me to finish. But I do enjoy it. Saviour from Super Tarts. So this is Lagoon Waters, Pineapple Rain, White Currant, Cucumber and Lime. This is really good. This is a great fresh scent. It does feel on cold a bit harsh. It almost makes me feel like it's going to be a headachy inducing scent. And I think it's the white currant. White currant sometimes has like a very clean, sharp kind of thing going on. But when it warms up, like the rain, I think in the cucumber and the lagoon waters gives it a really kind of fresh aquatic vibe. You still get that sharpness there. I think the lime as well, the white currant and the lime. But they're just not as harsh. I don't really smell pineapple. I kind of wish I did. But yeah, so it's not like a... It kind of reads like it might be like this really tropical kind of scent. And I suppose it does have that vibe, but it's just, it's different. It's interesting. So really enjoy this one. Definitely would get it again. And it throws very strongly. Witches Be Crazy for Strawberry Pound Cake. So this is birthday cake, pecan waffles, sugar cookie dough, a pinch of cinnamon spice, vanilla, and strawberry pound cake type. This is pretty good, but it's just not my favourite of Teddy Bees' strawberry pound cake blends. Now, her strawberry pound cake is like amazing in everything. She just has my absolute favourite strawberry pound cake oil. So it is really good for that reason, but Witches Be Crazy is just... I like it a lot, and I like it in a lot of different blends, but I think it's just a little bit too spiced, maybe, for my liking. And maybe, again, that birthday cake oil, like, I don't hate it, but I just don't love it. So, still a really good blend, but I just her pumpkin pecan waffles, marshmallow, and strawberry pound cake, so that combo, which I think is the Queen's Dowry. Just love that one so much more than this one, but still, this one is good. Throws pretty well. Probably not a repurchase. I will just stick to the Queen's Dowry, but has been good for something a bit different. Vintage Chic Scents Cookie Monsters. This is doughy sugar cookies, buttercream frosting dipped in icy sweet milk. So I know the first time I melted this, I really enjoyed it. This time around, I don't know, the doughy note came out a lot more, and I'm not the biggest sugar cookie dough fan. And I think the icy sweet milk, it smelled really kind of like a sickly milk. Not sour, but just, yeah, like a really sickly, sugary milk. So, yeah, I don't know. Last time I know I really enjoyed it. This time around, not so much. It does throw pretty well. I'll have to see how this last piece does, but I feel like right now that one's not a repurchase. Super Tarts Rocky Horror. So this bag is over 2 years old now. Rocky Horror is lilac, white pumpkin, fern, teakwood, agave, and fern. I probably missed something. Anyway, one of my absolute all-time favourites. I don't know why I wasn't melting this one all autumn and winter long. I tend to write this one off in my head as like a floral, so more of a spring scent. But the teakwood, I think, and the fern really kind of anchor it and just give it this... You know, there is a refreshing element to it, like from the floral, but really this one does feel more like an autumn kind of scent. Like it's... So it was really good this week because we've had that kind of just... We've had some nights that have been actually quite chilly and have felt quite autumnal. And this scent just was perfect for it. I had it in the bedrooms. It was perfect. It kind of almost feels like it's got a spice. It doesn't, but it's... I don't know. There's just some magical coziness to this one. So I really need to melt more of it because I always forget how much I love it until I melt it. Still throwing really strongly. Over 2 years old. Love it. Will forever be a repurchase. I just need to melt it more because I always enjoy the life of it every time I melt it, and I'm like, why am I not melting this one more? Moody from Super Tarts. This one is cedarwood, rain, and juniper berry. Love this one. Another one of my absolute favourites from Super Tarts. Has their amazing rain oil, and you can smell it quite strongly here. And then the cedarwood and juniper berry, like it's not super berry-like, it's more woodsy, but it's incredible and it's complex. I think it's that Jo Malone type, so it's a really kind of complex scent with the rain. So yeah, love this one. It's medium to high throw. It throws well. Could do a little bit stronger, but still love it. Always will repurchase it. It's one of my favourites. Vintage Chic Scents White Witch. This is Rain Bonfire Crunchy Leaves. This is one I've always enjoyed. It's got a very unique kind of earthy tone to it. I don't know where it comes from. Crunchy leaves, maybe. It's got a really beautiful freshness too from the rain. It's not overly smoky from the bonfire either. It's really nice. This one throws pretty well, and it has been a repurchase. I've had it before, and I probably would get it again. A Riverstone and Stormy Clouds from L3. So I can't remember what this one's meant to be. That Riverstone oil though, I think I have to just give up. That Riverstone oil is an instant headache for me. It's a very odd one to describe. It's a very sharp, it doesn't smell like Riverstone or Wet Rocks or anything to me. It's, and I don't know, all the descriptions I've heard for Riverstone so far, and they vary. This is a very chameleon-like oil, I feel like, because I've heard some people describe it as one thing and some people describe it as something completely different, and it doesn't smell like any of those things to me. But it's very sharp. It's almost like if you took kind of like a aquatic perfume and you sprayed it in concentrate and smelled it really like just, I don't know. And the Stormy Clouds, which I think is meant to have some borderline clouds in it. I could be wrong on that. But anyway, this just, yeah, headache triggering. So strong, but not a repurchase. And I think I do have some Riverstone and I might just have to let that go because it just doesn't work well. Patchouli Rain Yuzu Bamboo from L3. This I loved. I couldn't remember what I was melting in here in the kitchen when this one was going. I actually thought I had Teddy Bear Soothe in there, and I was like, wow, this is really good. This is so much better than I remember it being. This is just amazing aquatic. Hang on. Okay, so it seems like my son is having a very light sleep tonight because he just came and needed me. So anyway, I was talking about Patchouli Rain Yuzu Bamboo. That's right. So yeah, I thought I was melting the teddy bears when I was like, wow, this is so much better than I remember it. And then I realized, because they are kind of, they're not similar colors, but in the warmers they kind of look the same. But then I realized it was this. So this bamboo oil, for starters, I haven't smelled it on its own, so I couldn't swear that it's an amazing oil. Basically, I've had it in a few blends just recently and have loved them all. So I feel like it is a fresh scent that is right up my alley. Patchouli Rain, I know I love. Yuzu, I think it's just a really tart kind of citrus-like scent. And so this one, I feel like it's citrusy and it is quite sharp, and by rights it should be a scent I don't love. I think that maybe the Patchouli Rain, just the earthiness of that, I don't know, but yeah, it was just fresh and just beautiful. It was like absolutely just everything that I wanted. So I definitely need more of this one. It is incredible. I just remember being so just like, wow, what is that melting? And it threw really strongly as well. I've kind of got like odds and ends left here that I'm fairly certain I blended. Oh yeah, so this one as well. So Asian Sandalwood Bamboo and Riverbank. Riverbank as opposed to Riverstone, I think is different. Because I really enjoyed this one as well. And this one's got the bamboo as well. Again, just beautiful, fresh, aquatic, slight sandalwood. The Asian Sandalwood I thought would overpower it, but it doesn't. This is a really beautiful aquatic scent. With slight perfumey spa notes. I don't know, I really enjoyed this one as well. This one threw really well. I probably would get it again. Just common theme, bamboo. Okay, so the rest, I don't know. Okay, I'm like, I have to figure out what I paired with what, but there's a couple of scents here that I melted solo. So Super Tart Strange. So this loaf is July 20. So this one is well over 2 years old now. I can't even remember what this one is, but I know I love it. It's a citrus scent, but I think it's got like a rosebud medley as well. So it's citrusy, but it's got this real, I don't know, if it smells kind of herbal. It's just got this extra thing to it, which just makes it really special. Still throws super strong, even though it's, you know, 2 years and, God, 4 or 5 months old. It's really hard to describe, but I just love it. I only sort of melt it in spring, summer. Hence why it was a, what she used to call them, super pan loaves, I think, or something. I only ever got one. I think I've been purchasing from Super Tarts now since mid 2019. And in that time frame, I think I've only seen loaves go for sour once. It's possible in the first few months, because I think I was only interested in clamshells back then. Maybe when I first started purchasing, she offered some, but generally, like, this was the only one that I recall. So, anyway. Valkyrie from Super Tarts. So this one is tangerine, rosemary. It's got, my label is like half torn off. It's got tangerine, it's got rosemary, fizzy peach tonic, and it's got neroli blossom. So this one I really enjoy as well. It smells like a high-end cocktail. Oh, it's got rosemary cognac, that's right. And it does. I feel like the rosemary has gotten stronger in this over time. It used to be more kind of tangerine, fizzy peach, with like a touch of herbalness. But this one, I smell a lot more of that herbal note now, but I still really enjoy it. It's still a really nice, fruity, slightly fizzy, but it's fruity in a kind of adult sort of way. So, anyway. Alright, so the last few scents here, I did do some blending. So let me see if I can get the combos right. Alright, so I did brown sugar pound cake and cupcakes at the cafe. So brown sugar pound cake being L3, cupcakes at the cafe being Vintage Geek Scents. I don't like the cupcakes at the cupcakes at the cafe scent on its own. It's a really just artificial. The strawberry smells artificial, and the cupcakes, vanilla cupcakes, often smells kind of plasticky and just not right. So I don't like that scent. It was better with the brown sugar pound cake, but I still didn't love it because the brown sugar pound cake is quite sweet. It's got a nice spice to it, but it's got a lot of sweetness, and the cupcakes at the cafe is very sweet. So the combo was just very, 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 very sweet. I liked the depth that the brown sugar pound cake gave it and kind of cancelled out some of the artificial notes, but just too sweet. It was strong, but yeah, not a combo I would do again. And then I also did Super Tarts Cola with Super Tarts Magically Delicious. This was pretty good as well. I love her Magically Delicious. It blends so well. It was nice with the cola. I don't think I spent too much time with it though. So yeah, I think it was sort of medium throw. But yeah, so not one I do again, but it was fun. And that's it. That is everything that I melted this week. So I'm going to get this stuff put away because I feel like my son's not going to last. He just seems to be light sleeping tonight. So, yeah, I hope you're all doing really well.